You ever have that feeling, you pick up your phone to check one little thing, and then you look up and an hour has just vanished? We've all been there. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on our social media habits. We're going to dive into the hidden mechanics of why that happens and explore the really powerful decision to reclaim our own focus.
Okay, let's just get right to it with a statement that might sound a little extreme at first, but is incredibly accurate. The phone in your pocket, the apps you scroll through, they're designed to work just like a slot machine. This one metaphor, this one idea, is the key to understanding everything else we're about to talk about.
So what do I mean, a digital slot machine? It's not like you're putting quarters in your phone. You're not gambling for money. No, you're gambling for something way more valuable, your attention. And these platforms use design principles borrowed directly from the casino floor to keep you hooked. I mean, just look at the parallels here. They're pretty striking. That infinite scroll, where you just pull down with your thumb over and over, that's the endless spinning of the reels. Those likes and notifications that pop up at totally random times, bam, those are your random jackpots. And that feeling of, ooh, maybe the next post will be the really funny one, that's the exact same anticipation you feel waiting for a big win.
Now, you gotta understand, none of this is an accident. It is absolutely 100% engineered. The slot machine comparison isn't just a clever phrase. It works because it's built on some very powerful psychological principles, designed to make that screen completely compelling.
The secret sauce behind it all is a principle called variable reward reinforcement. I know, it sounds super academic, but the idea is actually pretty simple. See, predictable rewards get boring really fast. It's the unpredictability, the not knowing when the next reward, the next like or funny video is going to show up. That's what creates the compulsion. That's the hook.
This system creates a powerful little cycle in your brain called the dopamine loop. Here's how it works. First, you pull the lever. You scroll the feed. Second, a random reward might appear. A message, a like, something interesting. Third, your brain gets a tiny little hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical. And what does that do? It leads right to step 4. You feel compelled to pull the lever, to scroll all over again.
So if we're essentially being programmed by these systems, the big question is, how do you break free? Well, it's about more than just rebellion. It's about a conscious choice. It's an act of deprogramming to take back control of your own mind. And that phrase is so important. An act of deprogramming. For a lot of people who decide to delete their social media apps, it's not just about getting more time back in their day. It's a conscious recognition that they've been conditioned, and they are making a deliberate choice to undo that programming. It really all comes down to intentionality. It's about recognizing the engineered influence that's designed to keep you hooked and making a conscious, deliberate decision to step outside of it. It's a move to reclaim your mental freedom.
Okay, so if breaking that dopamine loop is the process, then what's the ultimate price? What are you actually fighting for? Well, the goal is to achieve something called cognitive independence.
So what is cognitive independence? It's the ability to think for yourself. It's being able to form your own autonomous views without being constantly swayed by algorithms, viral trends, or the digital version of groupthink. In short, it's real mental freedom. And the benefits of winning this prize, they're immense. You start forming your own views. You develop a natural resistance to viral ideas that just flash and fade. You escape the constant pull of online groupthink. And most importantly, you reclaim what is probably your most valuable asset, your focus and your attention. And that brings us right to the end of this explainer, and to a question that isn't really for me to answer. It's for you to think about. Now that you know that these systems are designed to capture your attention, and you know what you stand to gain by taking it back, the only question left is, how will you reclaim your focus?